So I'm not really one to do the little renegade video on the spot situation, but no one's gonna believe this. My hands are shaking. Oh my goodness. Unreal. In this episode, we go up against artificial intelligence for yet another challenge to see who can create the best landscape image of the legendary Garden of the Gods. Who will prevail, the humans or the machines? And how much closer are we getting to AI's world domination of all photography? Well, let's go find out. Greetings friends, and welcome back to the AI Challenge, where we see if humans still have what it takes to challenge the computers. Now it's only a matter of time before the machines rise up to total world domination, but in the meantime, we're gonna do the best we can. All right, I wanna start off today's lesson in the real world. Garden of the Gods is one of the most spectacular locations in all of Colorado for landscape photography. And this is where our story begins. In our attempt to prove that the carbon-based life forms of this planet are not completely obsolete, we hurl ourselves into the great outdoors to experience one of our great national treasures. Garden of the Gods is located in the heart of beautiful Colorado Springs, and it combines all the best bits and pieces of the legendary American Southwest. Imagine if you could somehow smash Zion National Park, Bryce Canyon, Monument Valley, and Arches National Park all into one succinct location. Well, you would pretty much get Garden of the Gods. This ancient destination dates back over 300 million years. The red rock spires which loom above the surrounding landscape would have overseen herds of dinosaurs roaming across prehistoric America. Skip ahead to present day, and the plethora of crimson towers make this magical location a paradise for landscape photography. I've been shooting here for many years, and no matter how many times I come back, the garden always presents a fantastic new version of itself that gets me really excited about photography. Armed with Canon's 50 megapixel monster, the 5DSR, I'm feeling fairly confident that the humans might actually stand a fighting chance with this new challenge. So we cherry pick a few of the best sunsets from the past year and stack up our portfolio with some serious heavy hitters. The evolution of geology provides countless details hidden within the red rock towers, and Mother Nature tops things off with a series of fiery sunsets that will have even the most experienced landscape photographers licking their chops for the chance to come to Colorado and see this place for themselves. Now, the images we have captured in real life are certainly quite inspiring. But here's the thing. We are going up against a very cunning opponent. You see, the machines are going to lie, cheat, and steal their way into generating incredible pieces of artwork. And so now is not the time for overconfidence. This means it might be time to take things one step further. In order to defeat AI, we might just have to start thinking like a machine. Before we go any further, let's take a moment to examine how artificial intelligence creates its images. Put simply, the software scours the internet for pictures of the thing it's trying to make. It has access to millions of photographs shot from every imaginable angle. Beautiful afternoon light, magic hour sunsets, ideal conditions. It can literally see through an infinite number of camera lenses all at once, and it uses all of this information to build its own artwork. So with this technique in mind, I have an idea. Maybe we can beat AI at its own game. And so with a quick hike around Garden of the Gods, I capture images of all the iconic rock formations. These towers exist in completely different sections of the park, which means they can never actually be seen together in the same image. Until now. The resulting composite is a colossal crimson castle of every formation this location has to offer. Rocktopolis, as it has come to be known, is absolutely horrifying. Yeah, it's seriously the ugliest picture anyone has ever created. And this is what we get for trying to think like a machine. Okay, so funny story. I'm at my desk tearing through Photoshop to complete this monstrosity of a composite of Garden of the Gods that I intend to use to challenge the AI software. And I'm not gonna lie, things are not going well. This thing is looking like complete dog shit, as you just saw. But then something interesting happened. No sooner do I actually finish this composite up, I'm looking out the window and I start to see the clouds forming up. And I'm thinking, that's kind of interesting. Check the radar. Oh man, the sun and the clouds, they might just be lining up just beautifully. So per usual, I'm completely unprepared. I fly out the door, grab the camera gear, throw everything in the car, and get over to Garden of the Gods as fast as possible. And no sooner do I get there than this incredible singularity forms up right before my eyes and completely blows anything that I've ever shot out of the water. And it's as if Mother Nature was saying, hey, I still got this. I'm still king around here. The computers might be getting close at making raccoons and pandas, but when it comes to the landscape world, I am still in charge. And I thought that was a pretty interesting lesson right there on the spot. Perfect timing. And now that Mother Nature has rescued me from my own terrible composite work, we can finally get back on track. This latest image is going to round out our starting lineup and finally gives us the portfolio we will need to face off against the mighty machines. It's time to see what the robots come up with. As our newly generated AI images spring to life, we start to realize that maybe our fear of total annihilation might have been a little bit premature. We see vibrant colors, lots of red rocks, blazing sunsets, and overall, I'm not even sure what's happening here. It's like a video game got packed into a meat grinder with a graphic novel and some LSD. The whole thing is just... what's the word I'm looking for here? Oh yeah, artificial. Okay, so how do these AI images actually stack up? Well, they're not very good. Honestly, they kind of look like postcards that you might find at the visitor center. They're oversaturated, they have a painterly quality, and they're definitely not passing as a photorealistic image. And again, AI is drawing from thousands of images that are out there on the internet, many of which are taken from photographers who don't necessarily have a great deal of talent or skill or care about what they're shooting. And so AI is taking the bad and the good and smushing it all together. Furthermore, you also run into that bit of a challenge where lots of people are shooting pictures throughout the park and they've got rocks over here and rocks over there, and there is no definitive one location that is Garden of the Gods. The place offers such a huge variety that it's impossible to shoot just one section of the park and say, that's it. So AI is once again pulling a bunch of different pictures from all over the place and smushing it together into one final image that doesn't necessarily make any sense. So for now, the images are not 100% photorealistic. They're not very convincing at all, but it is only a matter of time before all of that changes. I'd say in its current configuration, AI gets a C- for effort, but it definitely gets an A+ for evolution. And that means that future generations of this software are going to be increasingly difficult to challenge. And then it's going to be coming back at us with a vengeance. And that is what scares me. So heed my words, now is not the time to get complacent. Anyone with a heartbeat, now is the time to up your game.
And so, at the end of the day, I think the humans might have survived yet another round against the computers. And although our grasp on the reality of landscape photography might be tenuous at best, we can, for now, rest assured that the machine uprising is still a thing of the future.
All right, friends, so every time the subject of artificial intelligence comes up, I always come back to the same recurring theme. Will AI destroy photography as we know it? And I think the answer is a resounding no, it will not. No matter how good this software becomes, nothing can replace real-world experience. I, for one, am eternally grateful that I have the opportunity to visit extraordinary places just like this and put real footprints in the dirt. And I certainly hope that the same is true for you. All right, that's all we got. That's it. We're out of light.